Anticlimactic. There you go. We're back live.
We on? Are we air?
We're doing our little semi-break.
Yeah, semi-break. We got 2 videos now going on. This is the second live feed of the podcast discussion on Crunchyroll Awards. I think you guys ended with best score, so I guess
we're talking about it. Basically, Made in Abyss and Ancient Magus' Bride had the were contesting, but mostly Made in Abyss was winning.
I like the Ancient Magus' Bride just because the music for me was the best part to it, and the music was incredible. Made in Abyss, the music was kind of like second or third to what was good about the anime. I don't know. I just feel the score helped a lot in the Ancient Magus' Bride. So
I don't really pay a lot of attention to music in general. So to me, the fact that I noticed that Ancient Magus' Bride music actually made the anime feel more magical was a big thing for me.
Yeah. Cool. I guess we'll move on to best animation. And I won't share the screen this time, but we have best animation. We have Land of the Lustrous, My Hero Academia Season 2, Little Witch Academia, March Comes in Like a Lion Season 2, A Silent Voice, and Miss Kobayashi. There you go.
Kobayashi's
Dragon Maid.
Kobayashi's an amazing.
You could have just said Dragon Maid.
Dragon Maid.
Also said Dragon Maid.
Yeah.
Miss K's Dragon Maid.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder what's gonna win.
I want to exclude A Silent Voice mainly because it's just a movie and none of the other.
I don't think anyone's gonna vote for it because it is a movie and it's unfair.
I'm surprised they included it.
I mean, obviously, it's like out of all of them, it does have the best animation, but it's not fair because it's a movie.
Yeah.
I've heard that argument a lot.
Yeah, I'd rather give it the best film award other than the best animation.
Yeah.
I mean, also Land of the Lustrous is here too. I think it deserves best CGI, but maybe not best animation as such.
No.
Yeah, because though I love the CGI aspect, I think there are some, like maybe still some issues with it, but I just can't pinpoint what.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be between March Comes in Like a Lion or My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia, I don't think it deserves it, but again, it's the most popular one from this list.
Yeah, I mean, the animation, especially for the fight scenes, is brilliant.
It's great.
Yeah, it is great.
It's shown in animation though.
But when you see
the style of it,
when you see My Hero Academia, you don't finish an episode and say, "Man, that was great animation." That's not the first thing you think about.
Yeah,
that's what I say when I see like March Comes in Like a Lion, because they always like jump cut to like the animation style they're showing is kind of like how the person feels emotionally, and I just love that aspect.
Yeah, that's why March Comes in Like a Lion exists. That's why it exists.
I mean, to me, March Comes Like a Lion Season 2 gets the vote basically because I feel that it fulfills its purpose the best. It's hard to animate something to be very good, like emotionally, to get you emotionally invested, and March Comes in Like a Lion does that.
Exactly.
Yeah. I guess
I know my original vote was Land of the Lustrous, but now that I think about it, it's definitely March.
Yeah, March is amazing. Studio Shaft did an amazing job with it, and I feel like I don't think many other studios could do what Studio Shaft is doing other than like Madhouse or Kyoto Animation.
Yeah, I know that the style has turned some people off March Comes Like a Lion, but I think that once it doesn't take
that's the bonus of the series. I feel like that's what it is. Like that's part of the series.
But I bet if you showed someone like an episode, like the first episode, like I think like animation would be the last thing on their mind at that point.
I didn't. Yeah. Because I talked to one of my friends on a podcast on my channel, and like he said, like in the first episode he enjoyed it so much because there's small details, like when Ray woke up and he opened his like frame window to the balcony, his like the vision of the whole screen got blurry, so to make it like it seems like we're looking through Ray's eyes, and he said like he loves that aspect. Like it's just a small detail, but it's like something really big.
It's small, but it's significant.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we can move on to best action. I think we can all agree is going to be
March comes in like a lion.
March coming in like a lion will be best animation. It might not win it, but I think it deserves it.
Because here's the thing I have to say with March Comes in a Lion. It doesn't get the audience it deserves because the amount of people actually watching March Comes Like a Lion is so much smaller than you want it to be.
Yeah, I think that when it comes to, I kind of wish that Anime Awards was a little bit more like the Oscars, and I know the Oscars get a little bit more flack, but the people who decide who wins are all. I mean, there's no popular vote there. Things are nominated, and then some experts watch all the anime and come to a conclusion on what they think is best based on how their categories are defined and everything.
I hate to go on a tangent here, but did you hear about the latest drama about how anime fans are pissed at the Oscars because the anime movies are not being nominated for the Oscars?
Yeah.
Really? That sucks.
Like A Silent Voice, some other anime movies, like
your name.
Clearly those that are better. Like for the animated category, apparently they had chosen Boss Baby over A Silent Voice.
Yeah, and
what? Boss Baby is garbage.
They couldn't just pick Silent Voice.
No, for some reason, because this is like an American awards show, I think they have something against like
overseas competitors.
I think so, and that's why anime fans are pissed off.
Probably.
I mean, if they said it's like, oh, we don't apply like overseas like competitors into the competition, then like they say it like out loud at the beginning, like okay, fine. But if they never stated that rule, then like I'm kind of like, what the fuck?
Like personally, I don't know what the rules are.
They have their own category about like best international, best foreign film or something, best non-American, whatever.
But nobody has
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So I still kind of wish that the Anime Awards would have like a panel of well-selected experts who went through this and just made sure that popular vote basically didn't matter because they have to look at the qualities of it as objectively as possible.
Well, I think that's just fair. Influencer, like how they did with the Miyazaki film. What was that? What was that film that got nominated and won?
Like from the past year or recently?
No, not recently. Like from the past years, like a long time ago.
They
got nominated.
I don't recall.
Like I know Spirited Away won something.
Yeah.
Spirited Away won plenty of awards.
Obviously, though. That's obvious.
This director had a big influence, and he loved Miyazaki, so he pushed and pushed, and that's what won. If somebody more famous, more director who like loves anime and the anime movies and pushed it, maybe your name would have won or got nominated.
But I think that's kind of the problem just with the anime community in general because we are so niche now that even the mainstream are just kind of like, puh, you weebs.
I mean, it's getting a little bit more mainstream, like Amazon and Netflix are picking up, but it's
not enough.
It's still niche, definitely.
Like out of all my friends who talk about like anime, they only talk about My Hero Academia because that's the closest thing to American comic products than anything else.
Basically.
Yep.
Yeah. That's very similar.
Speaking of American action comics and stuff, we have the best action nominees.
Yes, best action nominees.
Guess who's gonna win this year?
My Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia.
We have Land of the Lustrous, Blood Blockade Battlefront, Mobile Suit Gundam Season 2, Attack on Titan Season 2.
Iron Blood Orphan Season 2.
And Fate
Apocrypha.
Apocrypha, isn't it?
Yeah, Apocrypha. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Don't ask me, I don't know.
And from now on, best opening, best ending, best film, best CGI, best score, and best animation have also had their voting opened. But for best action and a lot of other categories, they don't start voting until later. So
so this one will be on the 29th in 2 days on Monday.
Yeah.
So every week they'll be opening, I guess, new sections of the awards, and then it's late February, right? When they're going to announce the winners.
I believe so.
I think so.
Let's see. It says that they will do it on the February 24th.
There you go. And we might
That's
do
the day after my sister's birthday.
we might do a live feed over it then.
Oh, that would be nice.
I mean, I would love to join you guys again. Let's see, like by that time, how much we'll be ranting and how much we'll be like, we knew it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys vote for? I voted for Attack on Titan.
I voted for My Hero.
For best action for Attack on Titan, really?
Not even that good.
Yeah.
Even my friends told me that the second season was just meh in comparison to the first.
It wasn't even worth waiting 4 years, was it? Yeah.
At least season 3 is already announced, so hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and it's like what, this summer, I believe.
They decided to do that, but apparently season 3 is coming out sometime this year.
Yeah, I think I waited so long for it that I'm trying to make it good. It's not.
I had started reading the manga when suddenly I saw the announcement for season 2, and I just stopped after. I was on like 5 chapters, and I just stopped.
I stopped watching Attack on Titan after the first episode.
Oh?
Well, you fall in that category, so.
Yeah, I fall into the category of basically screw watching someone's head get bitten off.
You're not a fan of gore?
I mean, I think I mentioned this in my videos before, but it's more likely than not, I would never ever watch a horror anime or watch horror anything because I don't watch shows to get like jump scared.
Well, you probably didn't watch King's Game then.
Oh hell no! hell no!
Drifters? You have not seen Drifters? That is good. And
Drifters is good.
I have no doubt in my mind that those shows are good. Like I've heard a lot of horror anime get a ton of praise. It's just personally I would never watch it.
Yeah, Attack on Titan isn't necessarily horror, but it does have some gruesome moments.
Yeah.
Even still, I would not.
Gory. It wouldn't be horror.
It's not really horror. I wouldn't say that. Not even close.
It would be action/gore. And not even then. I mean, not every episode has a lot of gore in it.
No.
But after the first episode, I was traumatized.
Yeah. Anyway, you voted Attack on Titan. I voted Fate Apocrypha because
I didn't watch it.
That and Blood Blockade Battlefront and Beyond.
Yeah, I mean, because here's the thing. I think My Hero Academia is gonna take it. Like, let there be no doubt. It's gonna win.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, I won't be too mad about it because it has good fights. But a lot of the I think that a lot of the good fighting elements that people bring up is that, oh, it was such a good fight that was plot driven, and oh, we got to know their backstories during this fight. And I'm just thinking, no, that's not the point of the fight. The fight is the fight. It's not the backstories. It's not the emotion. It's the fight. And in terms of just a spectacle of a battle, I don't think anything on this list beats Fate Apocrypha, especially some of the later fights towards the final, 5 or 6 episode had really amazing fights. All the fights were good, but like towards the end, they really pulled out all the stops. So it's
I never saw it, so I have no opinion.
Yeah,
that's a great point.
I just chose My Hero because, well, that's the only thing that I did watch. And going back to the reason for what makes a good fight scene thing, it's like I forgot who said it, like because most of you sound the same, but what makes My Hero Academia so different is that it doesn't follow the cliche action shonen anime fight scenes. Like I love Fairy Tail, but it's basically the same fight over and over again, and I kind of just like fast forward those parts, except for like one fight scene when it was Makara versus Josei, because that was just badass AF. But yeah, My Hero Academia makes it different because the whole goal of the fights are for these hero students to find out either why they want to become heroes, and second, for Deku to get stronger and to use his powers right.
I think what I like
what makes My Hero different.
I think what I like about My Hero so much is like it takes a cliche, but it turns a twist on it, like how Izuku, like he is the cliche of like I'm powerless, but then I get powers, but they put a twist on it where like makes him really lovable and likable at the end. So like, I think that's like another thing that's like fun to say.
Well, let's stop this drama and go to the next section. Best drama.
I wish.
That was like the best segue I ever heard in my life.
Well,
I'm gonna ruin it by saying that I would just want to say that I wish Recreators was on the list. I don't think it would win in Best Action,
but you just want it to be like get some recognition.
Yes.
Yeah.
Recreators deserve some recognition. It doesn't have the best action, but it deserves a nomination.
There are definitely shows that deserve recognition.
Yeah. So let's move to drama. That's okay. The nominees are Descending Stories. I'm not gonna say it the whole name. Season 2. March Comes Like a Lion. Made in Abyss. The Ancient Magus Bride. Scum's Wish. And Aka.
I vote Scum's Wish.
I voted for March Comes Like a Lion.
Me too.
I voted for March. Yeah.
All of them are really good contenders, though. I do have to say it was hard to choose. It was hard.
Yeah, I think Made in Abyss and March Comes Like a Lion might go head to head on this one.
Yeah, they will go.
I think
giant fandoms.
First episode.
I think Rakugo has a good shot at winning this because basically it did really well last time, but it just lost to you know who. But basically, I haven't watched Rakugo, but all I hear about it is very, very great. And I do have a feeling that if I had watched it, I might vote that for Best Drama, but I haven't. So I'll go March Comes In Like a Lion. I'm not sure what Made in Abyss actually is doing here because it's more adventure.
There is drama element.
Yeah, there is drama elements in it.
Every anime has drama elements.
But
it's a lot more.
It's a lot more dramatic than it is
because there's the dramatic like expectations of like what Rico and Reg and like what's gonna happen next. Like it's like oh shit, there's this monster in front of them. What are they gonna do? You know, it's like all those like type of drama aspects.
Yeah. And that's why I love that show.
Yeah, to me, like defining drama is important here because to me it's all about like how the characters interact and like the personal drama.
And that's why I think March and Made in Abyss are going to go head to head because they do both of those extremely well.
Yeah. So, but I voted.
I think they will go head to head. But I do think March Comes In Like a Lion might actually win this one.
Well, because it's a continuation.
Yeah, it has a bigger fan base than any of these, I think.
That's why I'm beginning of season 2 for Best Drama. I mean,
also Made in Abyss was an anime strike.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to move on to Best Slice of Life?
Let's start with our jokes and go with Best Comedy.
Oh dear God, we all know what's gonna win.
Miss Cait Dragon's Maid, Mr. Otsumatsu Season 2, Little Witch Academia, Konosuba Season 2.
Konosuba!
No!
Konosuba!
No offense, but screw Konosuba.
Gamers and Dura Children.
This should have been the drama section because we are in disagreement.
Konosuba is the god. It's amazing.
I'm surprised Aho Girl was not on here.
Aho Girl is trash. That is the worst thing.
It might be trash. It might be trash, but it's hilarious.
This is the first time I'm actually using an actual curse word in this like live stream. Aho Girl was complete shit.
I thought it was hilarious. It was so stupid that it was that good.
It's dumb. Yeah, I hate it. I like the first. What is it like 5 minutes an episode?
Yeah, it's a short series. So yeah, it was like 5 minutes.
Like the first 30 seconds, I wanted to kill myself.
Me too. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray.
I thought it was
literally like. It's like this. It's like joke, and then nudity, and then another joke, and another joke. It's like so quick. It's like fast paced, and it's like I have no time to react to this.
It's very fan service based, which kind of ruins the comedy.
I kind of expected Aho Girl to have some more intelligence because I mean, my first thought was, hey, like maybe the actual title is just a play on like this girl's like actual personality. Oh, it's a play, all right. It's a obvious, completely watered down, like turn of something that could have been extremely clever.
Yep.
Who do you think is gonna win this then?
Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
I think Kobayashi or Konosuba's gonna win it, but can I just say I hated Konosuba season 2. Season 1 was good, but season 2 was just pulled out. They just dragged everything of the same out.
Did anyone watch When I
Just made it
Boku?
boring.
Wait, what?
Did anyone watch When I Boku? The one with the kiss note? The kiss note?
Oh, I've seen it.
I don't know.
Is that the show that I think you're trying to describe? Because I'm thinking something else.
Yeah. It's
I didn't see it. At least I don't think so.
My personal pick in this category, best comedy, is Tsuruduru Children, because I think that had it had very tightly packed comedy, but not so much. You didn't have time to catch your breath a little bit and just enjoy all the various couples and what they were going through. And because there were so many different couples showcased, like there were 4 different couples every time, and they got like 2.5 minutes. They got 2.5 minutes each.
Third best comedy. It wasn't that hilarious or that funny.
I think it was more slice of life than it was comedy.
Yeah,
I found it really.
There was comedy to it. I mean, it was kind of dry comedy, kind of like The Office, but it was comical.
That's why I hate The Office.
I don't like The Office either, but I do love Tsuruduru Children.
I mean, I have no doubt in my mind that that is a really good show. But when I first started watching it, it was just okay at best.
Okay, I do think Miss
Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is going to win.
Will probably win this because it has the most memes, and
it has the biggest fandom out of all of them.
It's gonna be based on memes. This one, because memes is our comedy nowadays, and
ravioli, do not lose the dragonoli.
In that case,
if only Pop Team Epic was released earlier.
Yeah, that probably next year.
Yeah, probably in 2018.
Yeah,
that would not surprise me.
Well, let's see what it's going to be. Best slice of life. We have Recovery of an MMO Junkie,
which I love.
I love.
Girls Last Tour, Kimono Friends, Sakura Quest, and Interviews with Monster Girls.
I watched everything but Kimono Friends.
Me too. Yeah. I watched all these but Kimono Friends.
I heard the Kimono Friends show is complete garbage.
Yeah, I don't know what's on here.
But what's fun from Kimono Friends was Grape Coon.
What?
You ever the penguin fell in love with the anime girl?
You know what? I don't like it how they don't have a best romance series, because if it was best romance, Tsukiga Kure would have taken it for me.
Oh my god.
Yes. That's why I voted for it.
That's why I voted for it as well.
I want a Girls Last Tour. It needs more recognition.
I actually think that Girls Last Tour is going to win Slice of Life.
Out of all of this,
Tsukiga Kure needs some love.
You know what? I've read Girls Last Tour, the first 2 volumes. I wasn't really. I mean, I like it. It was good, but it wasn't the best.
The show is better.
It's probably
the show's really good.
You think so? In my list from this, it'll probably be the 4th one.
The soundtrack's actually pretty good in the show as well. It has an opera-esque type of feel.
My second choice would be Recovery of an MMO Junkie. I like that one too. It was good. It was funny.
I think I'll go with Sakura Quest for second choice, actually.
Sakura Quest got very repetitive for me.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I think
it was, for the whole 24 episodes, I still enjoyed it, honestly.
I could have done without it. I also enjoyed Interviews with Monster Girl.
That was good.
It was funny. That one probably should have been in the comedy.
Yeah, that should have been in the comedy section.
Yeah,
it shouldn't have been in this one. I would have probably voted for that one if it was in the comedy.
No, honestly though, if we're gonna be realistic, I think Girls Last Tour is going to win.
Yeah.
The
only thing got nominated for anything.
Yeah. But I want Tsukiga Kure to win something. If it was in Best Romance, God. If they had Best Romance, I would have voted for that.
Oh my god, I think there were a couple good contenders for Best Romance.
Yeah.
Like MMO Junkie also gives it a run for its money because it also breaks cliches.
Oh, it broke so many cliches. That's why I love that show in comparison to everything else.
And I just love how relatable it is to me as a gamer. It was like, God, I've seen that too many times.
It relates to me as almost like a social outcast. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go to the next one, which that's continuing series.
March comes in like a lion.
I don't understand why All Out's in here.
March
I literally said it in my video. I have no idea why All Out is in there.
I've watched it.
I don't get it.
I didn't even know that was a continuing thing.
I don't know.
I've never seen All Out. I'm not one for
They could
sports.
have done Weak Creators. They could have done Blue Exorcist. They could have done Gintama. They could have done.
No,
Monkey.
Like, do you remember like the first time we saw the anime poster for season 1 of All Out? Like my reaction was like looking at the poster, I'm like, nice ass, and that was it.
I watched the series. It's not a bad series, but it's not great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a sports anime. What do you expect?
Well, and I think Case Closed and Naruto is they're kind of.
I think they were
Also, why is
toss-ups.
Naruto continuing series? Naruto ended. It should be Boruto.
Yeah, Naruto ended.
Yeah.
It should be Boruto, not Naruto. Also, I
But
never
either
watched
way,
it.
they're not going to win.
I really think
Technically,
Dragon Ball Super is gonna get
Not
this.
anything else, but we all know who's gonna win, and that's Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
Dragon Ball
Super is gonna get it.
And then it's ending.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if like Naruto fans come out in force just to give it one last hurrah, basically.
Oh my god, if that happens, I will stab myself.
I mean, I literally go like, what?
Dragon Ball Super did a good job, especially after Dragon Ball GT did a bad job with
Oh
continuing
yeah,
the
the
series.
infamous GT.
Yeah,
So,
that's different universe. You don't talk about GT.
No one talks about GT. What is that? I don't understand.
Rule
what you're
number
talking
1
about.
of Dragon Ball GT, no one talks about it.
Yeah, so I think Dragon Ball Super is gonna get this one for sure.
I wish Gintama was on the list because then I'd vote for that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course if Gintama was on it, everyone was gonna vote for Gintama.
Yeah.
The
I'm
thing
surprised
is,
we didn't see Gintama or One Piece, which is really
Oh yeah,
interesting.
even One Piece though. I'm like, what?
I mean,
been-
One Piece's anime is pretty bad, but the manga is great. So you know.
Naruto gets to be there, One Piece doesn't. That's wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's complete BS.
Yeah, probably One Piece would have probably beat Naruto if it was face to face with them.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
if it was only those 2 shows, One Piece would definitely win
Yeah.
because no one wants to tolerate Naruto.
Right
Of
now.
course not. That's why they ended it.
You know, so I've been reading
But
the
only-
manga for One Piece. It's getting, man, I'm really
The,
enjoying
ma-
it.
the manga for One Piece is great. The anime has gone downhill.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, because they have to
The
keep
old
manga
anime is
going,
great.
because the anme's got to keep going.
Yeah.
The anime is going at the same pace as the manga, which is
At
really
least they're-
slow.
at least they're not.
That's bull.
At least they're not doing
Literally,
like
one episode is one chapter.
Yeah.
Literally.
basically.
That's bull.
Sometimes it's half a chapter. Sometimes it's
Yeah.
half a chapter.
But at least I'm happy that One Piece is just going on like they are doing and trying not to put in like whole filler arcs and such, because like Naruto just they did whole
filler.
arcs, just fillers, and even when they had just, I remember when it was just they had finished the big ninja war and they just had one big end chapter from the manga left to anime. I was just sitting there, right, I'm waiting for that, and then the next episode is a filler, and then there's a filler, and then there's a filler, and they never animate that last chapter of the manga. They just go, okay, here's we end on a final filler episode, and then you go watch Boruto. That's what happened. And I was just sitting there. You had one chapter left, and you left us instead with 20 filler episodes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's
if we're gonna argue like which one had like the better ending, like oh my god, this is gonna be complete BS. But would you vote for Naruto or Bleach?
I mean, Bleach.
I haven't finished Bleach yet. I've only got
the
episode
anime.
100.
The anime,
Naruto. I'm only caught up in the English dub.
the anime of Bleach technically didn't end, but I've read through both the mangas of both Naruto and Bleach, and Naruto's manga ended better. The manga for Naruto is actually a lot better than the anime, I think.
That's what people say, though.
As far as Bleach goes, as long as you don't count the fillers, which are they're very easy to avoid because they're just shoved in there with no regard to what comes before or after it.
Yeah, aren't they basically like chapters, though?
Yeah.
Like, you could basically avoid the fillers and you'd just be reading the rest of Bleach happily.
Yeah,
Yep.
but not counting the fillers in the Bleach anime, the anime is actually pretty good, but they just shove those fillers in there and it's all bullshit.
Well, I mean, it's a shonen, and of course it came out in the 2000s, so what more do you expect?
Yeah, not a lot of girls are gonna like that, which is the next category, best girl.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, we agree that
Best girl.
we agree that March comes in like a lion should win, but that Dragon Ball or Naruto's probably gonna take it.
Dragon Ball Super's gonna get it. We all know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Super.
Best girl. I think I have a problem with. They have 2 characters of the same series.
I know, that's what I said.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
I saw that. I'm like, really?
Best girl and best boy both. Yeah,
Well, I mean, I know My Hero Academia has a lot of waifu baity material, but come on.
I know,
Yeah.
and those 2 aren't even my favorite from My Hero. It's my favorite is Midnight.
Oh wow.
Midnight's my favorite from
I
Hero.
like Bakugo.
You know what? From this list, I would go with Morioka, or Mori Mori, how the other guy calls her,
Mori Mori.
from Recovery.
Also,
It was either Tuesday or
think
Morioka. And I went with Morioka.
I also
did-
went with Mori Mori because, like, out of all the female characters that we've gotten this year, like, Mori Mori had to be, like, somewhat most developed.
Yeah,
she's
She
you
was
have
really
not,
relatable.
you have not watched the Ancient Magus' Bride and understood and loved Chisa like I
I'm
have.
sorry, it's boring.
I've seen that anime.
Whoa! Did you call Ancient Magus' Bride boring?
Like, I
It
tried
is
reading
not
the
boring.
manga, but I couldn't get through it.
the music
Oh,
is
Anime.
great.
No. Wait. Don't watch the anime. There's an OVA that's 3 episodes. Watch the OVAs and then tell me what you think.
Fine, fair enough.
Because the OVAs, it felt like a Ghibli movie to me. It felt amazing.
It's
Okay, I'll take your word on it.
So
I
yeah,
think
but
it's gonna be Suyu because everybody when My Hero Academia first came out, everybody was going for Suyu.
yeah,
I mean, of course, because
if we have to choose,
Yeah, we all know.
if we have to choose between Uraraka and Tsuchan, then Tsuchan takes it.
Yeah,
I did a
It's
video
gonna-
on Suyu.
It's literally just a fight between the best girls of My Hero. It's nothing else. Everyone else is irrelevant, honestly.
they should have their own
for the
section.
love of Pete.
Yeah, but Chisa
That's
still
how it's
has
gonna be.
won my heart. Chisa has won my heart. That's it.
Yeah,
She's best girl.
It was
It's-
close.
it's
It was
gonna
either
be-
Chisei or Morioka for me,
it's-
and I chose Chisei. I chose Morioka.
I chose
Yeah.
Suyu.
Yeah, Mori Mori for the win.
Mori Mori should win, but it's gonna be one of the My Hero Academia girls.
Of
That
makes
course,
sense.
because My
Of
Hero
course.
Academia 2 is going to be the new Yuri on Ice.
Exactly.
Which brings to our next point, our next section of
Best
basketball.
boy.
And they did it
Also had two
again.
boys.
It is again.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I know. The first time I saw that, I was just like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah,
You know what though?
Like,
I'm not
kidding me.
too mad about this because I love Todoroki.
I mean, he's
Todoroki,
Todoroki.
I wouldn't be upset actually if Todoroki won this one,
I
but
would
he has
not
a-
either.
He has
But
a
the one-
good backstory.
but the one I want to win is Kiriyama Rei from March Comes in Like a Lion.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah,
He's
As
best
much
boy.
as I love Ray, I kind of want Deku to win.
I do want Deku to
I
win.
don't
I think
know.
Deku is a good character.
I mean, Deku's Deku.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Has anybody thought that Fafnir would be best boy?
No.
I don't know.
He's not even-
Speaking of Deku,
But I'm glad. I like.
speaking of Deku, there's best hero, which is he's taking over everything.
Of course, he's gonna take it over because there are not a lot of good like
Heroes,
hero
actually.
villain based
Yeah.
anime
Yeah.
lately.
But can
I said Inuyashiki as a hero because he's I don't know. Every time he popped up to save people, I was like, "That's my boy."
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen Yuki Yuno as a hero? This second chapter, this right here, Gin Manoa. Has anybody seen that? I've seen the first. Yeah, I've seen the first Yuki Yuno, but I have not seen this one. I didn't hear anything about this one.
I don't know that one either.
Me neither. I've heard of the original series, but I didn't hear of
Again,
any second part
it's
or two or
Amazon.
anything.
I don't avoid Amazon anime, but I don't always go to Amazon for my anime. I mean, it's
Me neither.
Crunchyroll, Funimation, Netflix, Hulu for me. Amazon is like my 5th stream service that I use. So from
I mean,
this
if I'm gonna
list,
pay a service to watch anime on, it would I wish I had my Netflix back because that was the only service that I would pay to watch anime on.
Yeah.
Then you could watch Little Witch Academia legally.
I know, right?
So
like half a year after it aired in Japan, but you know.
Yeah. That's very true.
I do think Deck is gonna get Best Hero. That's just kind of
he might get Best Hero and Best Boy, honestly.
I don't think he should get Best Boy. For me, Shoto Todoroki is more deserving of Best Boy.
Mm-hmm.
But just on the subject of Best Boy, Kazuma is there. Why?
I know, right? He's
Why Konosuba?
Yeah. I don't know. he's a pervert, so I don't know why he's considered Best Boy.
Because he's a boy, he's not a man.
I feel like this whole Best Boy thing is like arguing between either Best Boy meaning Best Boy character or Best Husbando, and I can see like people calling Kazuma from Konosuba Husbando in a way.
Yeah. I think this next one, Best Villain, is going to be the one that's going to be a little bit more a fighter, I guess. We have Stain, Tanya, Cataphilus, Hiro,
Oh
Uzagi.
god, this was like my worst like thing to choose because the only thing I watched was My Hero Academia, and I feel bad for choosing Stain.
I think this is actually the only category. I think this is the only category where I actually watched all the anime.
Yeah, me too.
Same thing. I think same thing here. Yeah.
Yeah. So Uzagi and Tanya were my two.
Yeah.
No, I can see people
who liked the rabbit. I didn't like him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but he was a good villain.
Yeah, he
wasn't a good villain.
No, he wasn't. Here's the thing. I don't think he was a villain. Nobody in that story was a hero or a villain. He was.
That true?
He was just crazy. That's all it was.
He was a psychopath. That was all he was. He wasn't a villain. He was just crazy.
Psychopaths are villains, though.
In a way.
No, a psychopath would be a hero.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about like protagonists versus antagonists, like actual hero versus villain stuff, though, you know.
Hiro Shishigami?
I've never watched the show, so I can't really put my opinion on that.
Also, why is Tanya a villain too? She's not really a villain.
Guys,
she's kind of like an anti-hero in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, she's the villain of her own show, but I would actually have dared to say that the god character from that show is probably the villain. Yeah, he's the villain. He's the one that forces Tanya.
You know what? I'm kind of mad that the villain from Recreators is not on the list because she was amazing.
I think we can all agree that Tanya is like on this almost the same level as Light Yagami in a sense.
Yeah, but he's not
just a little bit more crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not comparing Tanya to Death Note by any means of the word.
They're both evil in their own way.
Exactly.
Coming from the chat, Nick Victor said that Tanya the Evil is getting a movie. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, I believe I saw that on like live chat.
I will watch that.
Yeah, I mean,
who liked it? Who liked the anime? I liked it.
I liked the anime. I mean, it wasn't bad. So I did enjoy it.
Wait, was it like good or was it average?
It was good.
It was above average. It wasn't average, but it wasn't like the best anime of the year.
Speaking
of, because a lot of people were praising Tanya.
Well,
Tanya was one of the best of that season, definitely. But I think that as far as best villain goes, Stain is probably gonna take it because My Hero Academia.
Of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
I still wanted to be the villain from Recreators because she was awesome. She broke the fourth wall.
Yeah, she was interesting in a way, but I can both see why she should be and should not be on this list.
Why? Yeah.
So yeah, because as far as villains go, it's like it was a very gray area in many ways about her villainy as such. At least that was the feeling I got from it.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I can see that.
We got the two big ones.
Oh boy!
Best manga and then anime of the year.
I thought we were skipping that.
Well, we're gonna skip best manga because apparently apparently no one else but me read these.
Well, excuse me for not catching up with the latest manga trends.
I think my lesbian experience with Loneliness and My Brother's Husband were just here for PC because these weren't that good. Golden Kamui was all right. In This Corner of the World was pretty good. Descending Stories, did not read it, and Delicious in a Dungeon. I've done 2 reviews on Volume 1 and 2. I actually worked with Yem Press last year, and they send me these so I can review them, and they were all right. It's kind of a food type manga where like you get recipes and the whole story is about him cooking.
Those are they're nice every once in a while.
Yeah.
Wars.
Yeah. So I guess we can move on to Anime of the Year, the big one where everyone's gonna have an opinion on it. We have March Comes in Like a Lion, Made in Abyss, Land of Illustrious, My Hero Academia, Descending Stories, and Little Witch Academia. And before we start, I really think seasons 2 should not have been included in the Anime of the Year.
Oh yeah, that's complete BS.
I can actually agree to that.
We have 3 season 2, so half of them are season 2s.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I count March Comes in the Line because season 1 ended in 2017, so I still count it as it being in 2017.
I mean, season 2's still going in the now, so why would it even be here?
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but
because if they just said March Comes in Like a Lion, then it would be more fair to say it's like, oh, they're saying season 1.
Yeah,
because I still think
they're not if they were to describe it as a general series, maybe. But the fact that they said season 2, I'm just like, why?
Yeah,
I mean, I won't say that it's not amazing. It is amazing, but
I would give.
I mean, I love it, but would I consider it Anime of the Year? Like, technically, no.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I think the fight should be on, or deserves to be between Made in Abyss and Land of Illustrious.
In the Abyss, please.
Made in the Abyss has my pick.
It should win. I think it deserves to win.
Of the things on the list, Made in Abyss, yes, but I personally wanted Recreators to be on the list.
Yes. Well, and they should have not included season 2. They had a section for continuing seasons,
which we just discussed.
And they should just stay there, and not be included in the Anime of the Year.
Like we just talked about continuing series. Like apparently for Crunchyroll, that's not enough.
Yeah, they just want more fans to be on these 3, I guess, and that's fine. I mean, they're actually good animes. I can't talk for Descending Stories because I have not seen that one. So My Hero Academia and March Comes in Like a Lion are good, and I mean they do deserve it, but it should be anime that started, not ended, that started last year.
Yeah, and here's the thing: the Anime Awards is gonna be an annual thing. We know My Hero Academia is gonna come out with a new season next year.
So does that mean that My Hero Academia is gonna be in every single Anime Awards ever?
Until it ends, it might actually, and that's my worry. We'll see.
I mean, unless they get different people to judge them, then probably My Hero Academia will come back next year. But if they have like bigger YouTubers to pick it, like the Anime Man or Misty Cronexia,
Lost Pause,
or
Akidearest, yeah. Well, but
have those guys judge.
Yeah.
Well, you have like the legit people judge.
I mean, you don't have Dragon Ball Super. You don't have One Piece. Those have a lot of people who follow the show, and they would probably win the Anime of the Year. Why don't you include those? You know.
But do they really deserve it? That's a question.
Well,
One Piece doesn't.
But One Piece doesn't. But maybe Dragon Ball Super, they've been doing a good job with their episodes. I mean, why wasn't it included if you're including season 2?
Dragon Ball Super was all right. That's all I have to say. It's okay.
Yeah, but I think that let's be honest, the one who's gonna win is My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Which is complete
it's gonna
bull
win.
Because let me say right now that the first time I ever saw like the anime poster on my anime list for Made in Abyss, I probably had the same reaction as to everybody else that thought this show was going to be like moe fantasy ridiculous.
Yeah. All I thought,
the very moment I started watching it, it completely blew my expectations out of the water.
I mean, I've only seen the first episode of Made in Abyss, like I said before, and I think it deserves Anime of the Year.
Honestly, I kind of want to change my answer to Much Comes Like a Lion. I want to do.
Come on!
I want to do Bakure because I don't know. It was probably one of the best romances I've seen in my life in a long time.
Hey.
Like Made in Abyss is. I also, it's definitely the biggest surprise of the year, I feel, because I think everybody went in just expecting this child-friendly, happy-go-lucky adventure thing, and what we get is just...
Hey, no spoilers.
But then did you watch, I'm forgetting if it's either episode 9 or episode 10? Episode 10? That's when people's expectations really get
Oh, you mean with
episode 10,
yes,
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Right now, but just that episode made people like, oh my god.
We can talk about it later.
Let's just say that to everyone listening, episode 10, steal yourself. It's going to get nasty.
It was kind of like when Madoka Magica pulled in episode 3. Or episode 4, I forgot.
I think it's even more. It's just so much worse in many ways, but it's what makes the show good. It's what makes
that's what makes the show not. It's like one of those shows like you expect it to be one thing, but that it's completely not.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah.
Okay, well these were the nominees. These were our votes. Gosh, thank you so much for those who were watching this. We had a few viewers come in and out, and we had about 4 or 5 that always were with us. Thank you so much. If you haven't done so, go subscribe to my friends' pages. I'll leave it in the comment section below, also in the notes, and I'll probably add some cards later to this video so you guys can find them easier. So yeah, you guys have any end comments real fast before we end this?
I think so. Just some information that for best score, animation, action, drama, comedy, and opening, ending, film, CGI, score, and animation. Voting has already started, and
we'll close tomorrow.
Oh, we'll close tomorrow actually, as of this being recorded. Then best action, drama, comedy, slice of life, and continuing series. They open on Monday on the 29th, and then the rest, best girl, best boy, best hero, best villain, best manga, open on February 5th.
Interesting way of dividing it.
Yeah,
I don't know why they just didn't do it all in one go.
Like that way more people would vote.
Yeah, because I feel like people would forget easily.
So
I mean, we're in this generation. Yeah, I forget a lot of things.
Yeah.
So everybody remember when voting opens for best girl on February 5th. Spam Chise as best girl.
Money for the win.
I do have to want to say one more last thing. Like the biggest thing about this anime awards is just to get people talking about anime. You know, like it's like this is nominated and like you didn't even like know about it. It's like, oh, now you want to check it out because it's nominated. So I think that's the biggest goal for Crunchyroll to do, is to nominate animes people probably maybe haven't seen, and then if they haven't seen it, they want to go check it out. So
if that's the goal, why is My Hero Academia nominated just about everywhere?
I mean, it is that, but it's also like seeing all the other ones that are nominated.
But I think they did a better job than last year, but it's a work in process. I mean, next year will be better.
Again, I think years. Again, like I said, like in the beginning, before we had technical issues in the previous iteration of the stream, I think a lot of the result is going to come down to how much power the judges actually have over the votes.
And maybe sometime in the future they can actually look at YouTube for some like information.
Yeah.
I mean, like last year they actually had for nominations, they had a lot of YouTubers, anime YouTubers, actually give the nominations.
That can't be true.
I
thought it was the employees of Crunchyroll who picked.
Yeah, I think it's the employees.
I know that at least Arcada of Glass Reflection said that he was involved in this.
Well, there is some YouTubers that work for Crunchyroll.
They are sponsored, but they don't directly work for. That's
Well, that's what I'm saying. The sponsorships will probably be the ones that actually nominated. So it wouldn't be all YouTubers or You know, they didn't ask all the YouTubers.
So either way, Crunchyroll would get the last word.
Essentially, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna end this soon now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to their channels. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, guys. And like always,
guys, follow us on our social media.
Yes. If you guys in the comment section, if you guys can put your Facebook, your Twitter, whatever guys you want to put, and I'll make sure it doesn't go to my spam files, and you guys can add all that. Ho, Cait, Robert, and Ray. So the rest of the people that watch this video later can go subscribe, follow you, like, and all that mumbo jumbo. Thank you so much for watching this video, and like always, don't be strangers.